This is first review from Scott
and Andy. We haven't really got a name for this thing. It's just a bit of fun. We tend to go to the cinema quite a bit. We thought, hey, we'll just review the films each week and just see what comes of it. Really,
Yeah.
It's just for shits and giggles.
So I mean, to start off with, we went to see Two Guns tonight, and I have to say I fucking loved it.
Yeah, same.
The chemistry between Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg.
I think that's what ultimately makes this film, the chemistry between the two.
Yeah, apart from it being completely believable.
Yeah.
But there's still two unbelievable characters.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg obviously being smart mouth Navy SEAL, who's the ladies' man, and that big stereotype. But he's got and then you've also got Denzel Washington, who is the hard nut, you have to do it by myself kind of a guy.
Independent.
DEA, and they both got their quirks, and they both got their
I think the reason it worked, is because you've got Mark Wahlberg. He's this young, boyish-like character with a lot of confidence. Almost naive,
yeah.
But a very smart and slick character. And then you've got Denzel Washington, who's
the realist.
The dad. The realist.
Yeah.
He's the kind of wit. He's got the wit. And you've got Mark Wahlberg, who's kind of got the gift of the gab. So I think that's why it works. But like you say, I think the chemistry ultimately makes this film.
Yeah, definitely. It's your typical cop movie. You've got it's got elements of Bad Boys in there, with kind of the attitude and the charisma between the two and the fighting. But then also you've got your government conspiracies and your drugs and your money and the camaraderie that comes with buddy movies and cop movies and things like that.
Would this be controversial if I said that it had elements of a Tarantino film in there? And what I mean by that is the way it relies heavily on this extremely clever dialogue, and there's a couple of bits in it where the tension is just mounting, and it gets to a point.
I suppose within the dialogue itself, it did flow very well, and it didn't feel unbelievable for the characters.
Slight downfall. The only downfall I really would say is there's no time where it kind of just takes a deep breath and lets the film settle down just for a couple of minutes. It's very full on all the way through. It's good because it is an action
that's what you
film.
generally come to expect from a cop film and an action film at the same time. I mean, I have no experience of what this is based on. I didn't even know it was based on a graphic novel. So how true to the comic that is, or the graphic novel, I couldn't say. But as a film, Sony, it was quite refreshing in its action and in its dialogue and actual believable chemistry between the two.
Out of 10, what are you going to give it?
I'm going to give it an 8.5.
Yeah, I was going to say 8.5. Like I say, completely enjoyable. I wasn't bored throughout. I thought I had some nice twists and turns. I thought the end could have been a little stronger. I thought towards the end there could have been a really big twist, which made everyone go, oh, okay. But that kind of happened 3/4 length through the film, and I just thought maybe towards the end there could have been one big twist to finish off. But yeah, I'd say it gets the 8.5 simply because of the chemistry between the two. Slick, stylish, great action scenes. Like the comedy, I thought the comedy worked.
Oh, definitely. So yeah, I'm totally in agreement. I would have liked to see a few one-liners, like the classics. 2 days from retirement, it's just been revoked.
Yeah.
Too old for this shit.
But we've seen other films just recently. As we said, we've been to the cinema quite a lot. Do you want to touch on Conjuring?
I mean, you get those aspects of horror films which are truly terrible, and The Conjuring. I mean, within the storyline, it's suspense. I mean, I actually shat myself, and you know those moments when the villain's revealed, or the ghoul, or you find out that who they are. Most of the time, you're like, what? That's stupid.
Yeah, it ruins it.
But for the first time in a long time, I experienced, I don't want to know. I didn't want to see that.
I think sometimes when you see the villain in a horror film, or the entity, things like that, it's like taking the cheese off a pizza. you're just left with bread afterwards. And that's not tasty bread. You know,
No.
you need the cheese to keep it all together to enjoy it.
Totally down with that analogy, but no one wants bread and tomato sauce.
No.
But yeah, The Conjuring, it had me. I mean, I've generally found myself creeped out, especially by the doll. But dolls, three things that really annoy me in horror films are scary little girls, dolls, and scary little doll girls.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
was a scary little doll.
Yeah.
So for me, it kind of shut me up straight away.
Mm.
And then we watched Grown Ups, which I'm not even going to start with.
Should we waste our breath on the grown-ups,
Yeah,
or should we just say it was all out shit?
Yeah, it just sucked. Full stop.
Mm.
I hope you guys liked. Feel free to give us some comments. But until next time.
Sweet.